Okay, my name is Ashley and welcome to my channel. Here I have a mannequin. As you can see, she has about coarse hair, about 4, maybe 4C, maybe, I'm not sure. But as you can see, it's pretty, you know, it looks as if it was straightened or whatnot. It's pretty long. Okay, so I will be practicing doing braids. Well, of course, I already know how to do braids, but I will be teaching how to braid. Sorry everyone, this is my first video of doing something like this. I'm usually doing, you know, kids' hair, adults' hair, but my specialty is kids' hair, kids braiding, kids styles, stuff like that. Okay, let's get into this. So I'm just going to comb out the hair just to make sure, even though it is straight, I want to make sure it's, you know, it don't have any kinks in it. I'm using a wide tooth comb. You can also use a brush like this. See, it goes through. And of course, too, when you comb hair, you start from the bottom and you work your way on up. And you work your way all the way up. Okay. I do not have a rat tail comb at the moment. I do not know where my daughter put it. I will be getting one, but right now I will be using a comb like this. And I like to have one of those combs that look like it has like a gap right here. Or, you know, if you don't have one of those, I mean, I usually break off like about 3. If it's one of those hard ones, this is a plastic one, so yeah, I don't think I could break off it unless I try to cut, but that's just too much right now at the moment. So I'm just gonna push it back, so you know, you can have it like this. You hold your hand like this with the comb. Here's my index finger like this, so it's in between these two, my middle finger and my index finger. This is how I part. And if you see, if you flip your hand over, it's resting in between my thumb and my index. Okay, so then I will grab some of this hair. I'm gonna do straight back. So I'm going to position her head this way, and I'm going to start from the front hairline. And you also want to figure out how big you want your braids to be. So sometimes it helps by parting your rows out. to make sure all of them is, you know, it's all equal to how much hair you will have in here in your braid. So I parted that one, and I used one of these plastic clips and clip that up, and then I will go and part another row just to make sure all of them's even, or you know, yeah, even to where they all will have enough room to meet in the back of the neck. Because usually when you part and you just go, sometimes it don't be equal to the neck part, and you'll have some big, some small, you know, you'll have all different, excuse me, shapes and sizes of parts. So by doing this, you get to see if you got them all into, you know, how you would want them, the size and how you would want them to look once you get them braided up. I'm going to do this a little. Okay, so far that's 1, 2, that's 3. Make sure you get the hair out the way so you can use your comb to put your comb right there so you don't get mixed up. And just twist up. Some up like that. Okay, you see how that's looking? Okay. Then I'm gonna make 2 more rows. I just bought a pack of these. You could get about 6 in a pack. It depends on what store you go to. There are these plastic clips. They have these at the hair store. Oops, that was a bead inside, sorry. Looks like this. Again, I'm using my comb to put right there. I'm going to twist this up. And clip. And remember not to tangle, try not to get the hair tangled up, you know, as you are twisting. So the way I'm twisting is like this. all the way to the bottom, and then I'm twisting it around like a knot, and then I'm clipping. Oops, dropped that one. Okay, as you see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna do 5. You can do 6 or whatnot, but I'm going to do 5 since this mannequin is a little smaller. As you can see, I have my neck to where in outer space, and I can see where the braids are going and how they will look once I braid them back to the back. So this is how it looks. Okay. So just to make sure everything's out the way, I'm going to push it over some. Well, yeah, I'm gonna fix it like that so it's out of my way. Clip it a little bit over, but make sure you don't mess up your parts. See, I just clipped it over like that. Okay, so I'm going to take the clip out of here, and again, if you just washed and conditioned your hair and washed and conditioned either your hair or someone else's hair before braiding, because you know a lot of people do their own hair sometimes, and some people braid other people's hair, but you wash and condition it and blow dry it. You can use a blow dryer comb to get it to straighten it out, you know, to get the kinks and stuff out of it. I do have a blow dryer comb. Maybe in the next video I will show the blow dryer comb and everything. Let me know in the comment box if you want me to do videos like that, or I mean I probably will, but just, you know, if someone really want to know, or yeah, I can do that. Probably will do that because that'll probably be better, but I still want to know people's, you know, opinion. Okay, so I have this shine gel. This is really good for braids. It has it's the Shine and Gem Conditioning Gel Extra Hold. It has honey. Got this from the beauty supply store. This had to be about $3. I'm not sure exactly. I could have that to the pricing as well in another video. I don't have a tag on it, so I can't tell you exactly, but looks like this. Smells really good. Okay, so what I will do is I will take about this much, about a finger scoop, and I will put it on the part like this. Make sure you have enough to cover the front to the back. If you need a little bit more, you could just take another little dab and put it on there. It will look like this. This is for so that when you go back through the parts, it will be a lot cleaner. It will give it a more cleaner look. See, there's like kind of rickety pieces in the parts, and it's not really straight. This will help straighten it. So after you do that, you will go back through it with your comb. And this way, you know, you'll have a cleaner parts. Make sure as you go through, you just take the pieces and you separate them as you go through the parts and make sure they're clean. Take the comb and make sure it's, you know, you can see that the parts are pretty clean. Excuse that little nail polish on that finger. Let's see. Looks kind of messed up right here, so I'm gonna go take the part and I'm gonna go over that part. Sorry if I'm talking kind of low. Okay, and then the pieces that I separated, you will again make sure you clip down this part so you don't get it mixed up with the part you just did. Take the second one and make sure you get all the hair up that you had took out from cleaning up the part, and you again twist it up so it could be out of the way. Twist it back into that part and pin it over this way so that you can have room to braid and it, you know, the clips don't be in your way. So you want to clip it over. I'm gonna clip this over here. Uh-oh, it's kind of loose. Make sure you get a good grip of the hair so that it don't unravel out of your hand. Not too hard because you don't want to pull nobody's hair too tight, but you know, clip that over so it'll look like this. Okay, I'm gonna take this clip out. I'm gonna go back through it with my comb, with my wide tooth comb. Remember, bottom to top. Okay. And again, I will, okay, well, this mannequin is, I didn't really do no baby hairs on. It don't have like any baby hairs or whatnot. But as you can see, when I poured out some hair, the hair is extremely long, so I'm not going to cut baby hairs because I don't want it to be sticking out. But you know, most people do have, not everyone, but you know, for the people that do have shorter baby hairs in the front, but some people don't like baby hair, so you know, they don't bother with it. And if they do like the baby hairs, you can, you know, part the little section of the baby hairs and push them out to the front and use your shine gem to push them to the front, just like this, and to get them out the way for when you swoop them into the braid after it's done. You know, push it to the front, and this is what, you know, you can use with the baby hairs. Push them to the front and then braid, you know, the braid back. But since this mannequin don't have baby hairs, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to do them regular. So you'll take some more of your gem, about that much, put it on the front, and you can also put it like this. All the way down to give it a smoother look. You just do that. And make sure you flip it over that way. And do the ones by the ear and by that side. Make sure you don't use up all your gem. You just try to use, you know, scoops like this instead of globs like this. Just, you can scoop it with your finger like this and go, and just keep using finger scoops. That way you know how much you're using, and so you don't run out too fast. But again, everyone's different. I don't know. Some people may use a lot. Just all depends. Okay, you will comb through to make sure the gem is getting through all those strands to give it that clean look. And you take your comb, put your hand like this and press it down like this. Push it and try to smooth it. See, it's all getting, oh, almost dropped it, sorry. Okay, some people like to swoop it in to give it a, you know, use your finger like that. Make sure everything, see it's how it's looking. That way, once you grip it, everything could be where you want it, and you don't have to worry about grabbing too many extra pieces, you know, the wrong way and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm getting a little louder because I'm not sure if I'm too low or if I'm too loud. So you will smooth it all like this. Move it a little closer. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move it a little back because I want you to see how I do the braiding here. Okay, I had got a pack of X-pression braiding here. I cut it into about, I cut the middle piece down, then I cut it again into 4s. And it looks like this. That's because I'm not doing it as long, but you can cut it into 2 depending on what size you want. If you want long, or just all depends on length. I cut this into 4s, but again, her hair is pretty long as well, so you just gotta make sure, you know, whatever length you want, it's longer than the actual hair length, so you don't burn no one's hair. Or I forgot, no one really burns hair anymore, but so that when you dip them and you cut the little ends, you don't cut, I mean, some people, it just depends, but you know, when you dip the hair and you snip the little pieces, you don't snip no one's hair because the braid is the same length or something, you know, like that. So I'm going to take about this much here. As you see, it still has the cut ends. And what you will do with those, you see as I pull like this, you can see, you can pull it like this. Just make sure you have it a good grip on the hair, because it'll start to look like this as you pull, and you don't want to lose all your hair or drop it. So you will pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Just pull little strands from the tip. And again, excuse my finger with the nail polish. I was seeing if this was the right color I wanted, and I had polished my thumb, but yeah, that's another story. You will pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it until it looks like this. And again, you probably have pieces, and you will just grab that and put it back to the front and pull it, pull it, pull it. So then after you done pulled it, you'll use a comb brush. It's like a comb brush like this, and you will Again, make sure you have it gripped tight. You brush it. See how the ends are starting to look? So then I brush the top, then I will flip it around to, this is the bottom now. And I will do the same thing. And then now it looks like this. You see it don't have the cut look like it did. It's like it has the look as if, you know, it's like hair that's been combed and don't have a cut look. So all the pieces, so as you braid, you'll have that rigid look at the bottom instead of a straight across snip, snip, snip look. This is, the ends will be a lot more sealed like this. It wouldn't really unravel too much when you dip it in hot water. And bring the camera back to the front. Okay. Okay, then I'm doing this on a table, so I will take okay, this is what I'm gripping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again I'm pinching it here and I'm feeling to see if it's the same amount like this, and I can feel it. That's 8, lost count, sorry. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I have 13 pieces I separated, and it looks like this. I don't have one of those separators that separates the hair, but this is how it looks on the table. I kind of like made it up down so I don't get mixed up and blended in together. Okay, so now since the hair has already been ready, and you know I got it all ready, and again you see I slicked up all the pieces into the angle I want to braid it all up into there, and I, you know, swooped it like that with the comb. And I smooth down the pieces like that with my finger and a comb to to the angle like this and like that. So this part is being swooped up and this part is being swooped, well, not swooped, but push down. So it looks like this. Sorry. So it looks like this. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the comb and I'm going to part. Uh-oh, sorry, I'm not really holding it right. But this is how you, so to hold it, you part it like that, so that that's where you're starting the braid. That's how you will start the braid to feed in the braids. The hair into the braids. You have to part a section or grab a section, a little section, if you don't really need the comb to do that. But this is for beginners and people that want to learn how. You will take a section like that. Then you will separate it into 3. See it? 1, 2, 3. It's in 3 sections. Then you will begin to braid. And as you see, I'm pulling the pieces back. Well, towards my fingers. Then you will take as you braid it back some, you'll take your hair. I do mine like that. And then I braid and I flip it around. I braid and I scoop it under. I take another piece, flip it to the front, scoop it under my braid. Flip it back around, grab some more hair, and I grab it. And I pinch more hair up, braid it down some more. And just continue to go down as I go. And I just do the same method all the way down. Make sure you have the hair in your fingers and you don't lose your hair that's gripped in your fingers, because sometimes that will happen if you loosen up on it. See, I usually grab it with my pinky and then put it under, braid, and flip that piece over that way. Braid, scoop it, braid down. Still continue the same method all the way down, because as you can see, I want to make the hair longer than the actual mannequin hair. So I want to keep going down with the braiding here until it's a good length. And again, you could pull the hair to make this part shorter if you want the length to be a little longer. Then I will braid all the way to the end. And this is what the ends look like. It's kind of uneven, so I will do one last piece I have to add it to the uneven part. And continue to braid it down. See, this is how it looks now. Then I'm gonna underhand this part because it's kind of difficult for me to braid all the way down because I'm not standing up, I'm actually sitting. And again, I'm using a mannequin head, but I will braid. It all the way to the bottom. See? I'll keep braiding so it don't unravel to the tiny pieces. So now it looks like this. And as you see, it has some of these little pieces from the hair I've, you know, fed into the braid. And all you could do is just use your scissors, start this way, make sure it's like angled up, and snip those pieces away. And again, once you dip in the hot water, it'll lay down better. So you see, here we have it. You can also use your jam and go over. Remember, finger and smooth it up, smooth a little bit more in there to make sure you got all the hair in there how you want it, just to give it a little cleaner look. And there we have it. We have freedom braid. And you can do the same thing for the braid up here. Just take about a finger scoop, not too much. I mean, you can dip, always dip about a finger scoop, but just try not to, you know, use one of those kind of dips. And make sure, again, the hair is all into the braid how you would want it. And you will do the same thing for the next braids. See, I did a nice clean braid. Clean part.